lived happily ever after. Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us, and when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within.
Ready to begin.
Walt Disney World is a tribute to the philosophy and the life of Walter Elias Disney, and to the talents, the dedication, and the loyalty of the entire Disney organization that made Walt Disney's dream come true. May Walt Disney World bring joy and inspiration and new knowledge to all who come to this happy place. A magic kingdom where the young at heart of all ages can laugh and play and learn together.
The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Answer the call. Feel the magic everywhere. Bring every dream we dream to life. Share the wonder, share the light. Oh, imagine a world for you and me, where all that we have to do is believe. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Answer the call. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Magical place on earth. Magical place on
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call and the doors will be closing soon. Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
What's up, everybody? Wednesday night, back in the seat again here. Nothing better than getting you through to your Disney weekend. Celebrate good times. It's party night on Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week, right here on my channel. We're glad you're here, hanging out with us. Take it down just a hair. Got to readjust. Good to see so many friends in here already. Share us out. We know we got some friends doing some charity stuff tonight. We're still going to go through with our interviews and knock them out. We're glad you're here live or on the replay. You're going to love the young lady I'm going to sit down here with and talk about tonight. So real quick, touch up. Hello to Jeannie. Jeff C's in here. Jeff C, huge support to me down in Disney with your blessings. I just wanted to publicly say thank you for your support. Really appreciate you. Debbie Bernfeld. Jesse's in here. Great to see you, Jess. Brian K. Oodalali Lane Kate. You're welcome, Kate. Great to see you. Dave's in here. Space Mountain Dave in the house. Debbie Bernfeld. On the go with CeeLo. What's up? JD Prigg in the house. Pixie Dust Run. Great to see you, dear. So many friends here already. Let's get through this opening because I got somebody special to sit down and talk with you about tonight. Hope I remember to do all this opening. Let's first go down and say hi to Dean at the Live Place. Over 100 plus family-friendly channels over there for you to enjoy. Check out Dean and all he does over there with the Live Place and Dreamers Empire. They're fantastic. Paul Engel and Gina, Tropical Nerds, in-house with us. Great to see you here as well. Partner channels got some amazing ones. Myers and the Mouse, Diz Our Dream, live from the parks consistently. Disney World Freak and Dole Whip Dad go live from home with Disney content and more. Dad Builds, executive producer, does a hangout on Saturdays. Tina Marie does a hangout on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. She does an amazing job. Chaotic Crusaders, we've got some great ones that support us. You'll hear a lot more about all of these people throughout the show as we go through. They are fantastic. Single Rider, we'll talk about him in just a couple minutes as well. Clubhouse, we got a great clubhouse over there at Facebook, 2,000 strong. Share your quantity product over there. If you got videos, you've got Disney products, share it over there. Join us at the Disney Chaotic Clubhouse. Membership, we do have it 4 tiers on this channel. If anybody's interested, hit that join button. Find out all the details. We'd love for you to be a part of it. Higher level members get one of the vintage coins that were minted sent out to them as a thank you. Fundraisers going on. Resort TV 1 is doing theirs tonight. We're very proud of what they're doing and everything they got going. Give Kids the World. Donna's got her 2nd annual baking marathon coming up. That'll be fantastic in the community. Very happy for everything that Donna does. More information on some upcoming things to benefit the community coming in the next couple weeks. Lake Mona Visitors over on Etsy, featuring Star Wars, Disney, and Harry Potter, to name a few. Whether it's in the park apparel or stuff you're going to wear at home, it's all good over there on Lake Mona Visitors. Quality apparel, fun, bring the parks to your home. It's Lake Mona Visitors on Etsy. Check them out.
Just a little bit of pixie dust.
Just a little bit of pixie dust is all you need when working with Christina Whitman, realtor of choice for the Disney Chaotic Clubhouse. From making magic as a cast member to spreading magic as a top realtor for Century 21, she'll help you put that gold Century 21 sold sign on your property for sure. Central Florida's finest, Christina Whitman, 407-789-5334. Tell her that Pete McDevitt sent ya.
Hi, gang! It's me, Tinkerbell, and I'm back from Neverland. Just in time to listen to my favorite Disney music radio station. So grab your mouse ears and join me and all of my Disney pals down at the end of Main Street, right in Mickey's backyard, for the magic of the Mouse Radio. See you there!
If you're looking for that spotless clean on your property, well, you need clean look on your property. Manchester, New Hampshire, everything fulfilling up in the New England area. www.clean-look.com, 603-669-1088. Mickey's got the broom out, giving the thumbs up. 55 plus years and 3 generations of service. Can't be wrong. If you want your property looking clean, you need clean look on your property. Saturday evenings, 9:30, Dad Bills goes live with his special weekend report, Disney news and fun. It's a great time over there on the weekend report. The ladies jump out during the week, everybody. These are the ones I'm highlighting currently. Sundays, every other Sunday, Donna Jaworski, 4 p.m. with her cooking show. 9 o'clock at night on Sundays, Mickey Bunch and Monarch Moments. Fantastic creators in our community. Mondays at 9, it's Mickey's Magic. Wednesdays at 5, it's Tea Marie's Place. Thursdays at 8, it's Christy's Corner. We love the ladies. They are fantastic, powerful part of our community, and we recognize them consistently. Real quick before I go over to the start of our show, bringing up camera one real quick again. You're here sitting full in the studio here with me. A highlight for tonight, this is a double shot of fun. We're going to go for an hour, a little over here. Then tonight at 8:30, I'm going to sit down with the single rider. If you don't know about Chris and his channel, you'll want to know about him as well. So we encourage you to come back at 8:30 for another edition of Chillin' with Pete. Make it up for a little bit of the couple that I missed while we were away. So we're going to have a good one here. My guest tonight, well, this young lady's pretty special, everybody. There she is right there. Say hello, Lindsay. We're going over to the screen share. We're going over to the screen share. That's where she's at. That's what her channel looks like. I love her bumper across her channel. She does a great job with bringing you the Disney magic, with showing you the parks right there in the bumper. It's excellent. She is a Disney vlogger with a passion for all things that are Disney. Her YouTube channel allows you to follow her adventures all the way through Walt Disney World parks and sharing all of her magical memories and times. It's absolutely fantastic. Her channel provides you a community of family, friendship, and it's got a ton of magic. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in to sit down with me here, now that I surprised her the other way, it's our good friend Lindsay from Swish Willie. Hey, Linz, how you doing, dear? So I'm a little rusty.
Good. How's everybody?
We're doing good. I'm a little rusty, too. I hit the wrong button and brought you in a little too quick. I apologize for that. But
That's okay.
it happens.
I'm like, oh, good, I'm on here.
Yeah,
Good.
it's all good. So I thank you for sitting in with us tonight. I love your logo. And again,
Oh,
it's the
thank
same
you.
that's up there. I thought that was very well thought out with the 4 iconic beacons of magic, as they are called now. They weren't called that before. They were just called Swish Willie's logo. Now they're called Beacons of Magic. But it's a good thing. So for those of you that are new, I've known Lindsay for quite a bit now. I think I met you when you were under 1,000 subscribers at the time. You have been.
I think I was almost like, I think it was probably still under 500 when we started chit-chatting.
It's been a while, and we hit it off, and it was great. And we recognize Lindsay and some other things that we've done. She's very close to being entered into the race for 100K and with her numbers, and we'll talk more about that soon. Real quick, I'll welcome in Surf Bum, Casey's Corner, executive producer. All my producers are coming in. Preston stopped in before we doing, just trying to tell us he got a Slurpee. That's between me and Lindsay. And Surf Bum John's in house, and AJC Amy is in house as well. I did notice also before we go, I had a lot of people asking about an update for the trip. I will do a recap on that on Friday night, and another video is coming, but I want to talk about Lindsay tonight, not about the trip. Lindsay, let's start by talking about anybody that might not know you. Just, a little bit about you before we dig into the channel. Why don't you share a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm from Canada, so if you haven't seen my channel, I kind of reference that a lot. You'll see me type with a U after the O in color, so you'll see really random things like that. I'm a huge sports fan, just as big as I am a Disney fan. So I love basketball, football. I randomly really enjoy watching golf. Usually when it's Tiger playing, but you know, I like it.
Nice.
But yeah, I watch pretty much every sport, baseball, you name it. So
nice.
Yeah.
I love you're the perfect for my channel with all the sports and Disney. You can't miss out. And you're also a huge supporter to a lot of friends in the community as well.
Yes.
I know that you've been down in the parks, and I've seen you with Genevieve and seen you with Nick. You got to. Genevieve and I couldn't cross paths this time for some reason. We couldn't make it work. Hopefully on the next trip.
She's a busy lady. She's a busy lady.
She's amazing. So I appreciate your support. Ron Nesbitt, welcome in as well. I appreciate all your support for the others in the community. So let's talk about you and your channel first. I showed everybody the link as we came in. Let's talk about your social media footprint. There's Dad Builds, and look, Lindsay shows up, and all the executive producers are here. It's something. They all want to see Lindsay. your social media footprint. Instagram, you're over there with 200 plus followers, 213 posts. You're dabbing a little bit in Twitter. I think you use it like I do for promotion and all, as much as I do that.
Yeah.
YouTube, 2.88K, just under 3K. Hopefully we'll pick you up a couple new friends tonight. 221 videos over there on the tube. 294,802. You're over 250,000 views on YouTube. Congratulations.
How crazy is that?
That's-
That it's when you put numbers down, it's crazy. I didn't even realize I had over 200 videos.
Yeah, well, when you come on with me, I do my homework to make sure that I'm prepared. We know that you also have your Facebook group, SwishWilly and Disney, which is a solid group over there. I belong to that as well, and I love the fact everything you do. So let's talk about your you first. Your love of Disney. You know, first off, question: do I have to end every question with a? Do I have to answer every? No.
Okay. Only if you want me to confirm a statement. So kind of like if you were, let's say we're outside and it was cold and you just said, it's cold outside, eh? Just so that way there's no like silence. I would be like, yeah, it is cold.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I was doing it correctly. Let's talk about your love.
I'm not that kind of Canadian. That is, I'm Canadian, eh? Because I don't need you to tell me I'm Canadian.
Every time Lindsay, I love you to death, but every time I hear you say the word Canadian, all I see is Bob and Doug McKenzie. I'm sorry.
And as you should.
As I should.
And as you should.
So let's talk. Let's talk about I love that. God, don't get me started there. We're gonna go down a whole other path. Your love of Disney. How did that evolve? Where did it come from? Share a little bit with that.
Yeah, it started very, very young. My dad is the big Disney fan that kind of started it all. So the first time I went down to Disney, I was 6 months old.
Wow.
So we've been kind of going as a family for a very, very long time. And then it just kind of evolved and I took on my own little path of what I liked about Disney. And then I went down, worked at the parks in the Canada Pavilion for a year.
Oh, wow.
I went back. Yeah, and I went back and I actually got to manage the World Showcase West in all the merchandise locations. So it was Canada, UK, and France, and World Traveler. That was a lot of fun. And it just kind of snowballed from there. And I've been on and off with the company since 2007. So
and see, I have to act surprised because of the show, but I actually did know that about Lindsay already because we talked in the past about how passionate you were about how much you enjoyed being a cast member and making the magic down there in the Canadian Pavilion. And it also helped with, obviously, a lot of our friends and neighbors from Canada have the French attribute to them because Canada was a huge French province at one point. And you are also fluent in French, right?
I am. I speak like Quebecois French, so I have a little bit of a different accent than like Parisian French. So I don't really, definitely not France French. So I have that little mannerism of Quebec.
I'm just looking for somebody when I want to yell at dad builds to get something done in another language. I could call you up and record something just to yell.
I'll teach you what you need to know.
Okay, that'll work. I love it. So let's see. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody coming in. Ron is talking about Strange Brew. Of course, welcome in, Mr. Fulton. Tim Reppel's in house with us. Welcome in, buddy. It's Brian K in here. Got a lot of good friends in here with us as well. So you started as a young kid, growing up, following that. You've been down there working at Disney. It's got to be tough for you being in Canada because you got to go international just to get to our home base, correct?
Yeah, and it's been like a little bit more tough given everything that's been going on. Luckily, like air travel between Canada and the US never stopped. It was just a little bit more complex to get places, but like flights were like I had to connect everywhere where usually it was straight shot. Now it's back to being a straight shot, which is great. I always had to travel unless I went to the Disney store, but now I have to travel for a Disney store too. So
yes, they've taken those away too. Absolutely.
Yeah, no one has a Disney store anymore.
Well, as you found your passion for Disney and everything, obviously your channel is based around Disney. Talk to me about your channel and kind of where it started. Welcome in Disneyland. I don't know if it's actually Disneyland or if it's an actual person that's named their channel Disneyland, but we're just glad you're here.
But hey,
welcome. We're just glad
Yeah.
you're here. Talk about, your channel, how you came up with the concept of your name and your platform and how you're doing. And Mar in Memphis, welcome in as well. Lindsay?
Yeah. So it actually started because I wanted to find a good balance between my two biggest loves, which is Disney and sports.
Okay.
And so the Willie was kind of a play off of a name, and then the Swish part was obviously out of basketball. So because I'm heavily involved in the basketball community, that it just kind of really fit. I haven't really veered into the sports range yet on the channel. I wanted to kind of not to muddle the waters too much when I started, and then kind of branch out to like wider things as people gain more interest in me and not necessarily just Disney stuff.
Right.
So eventually that'll come, but that's where Swish Willie and Disney came from.
Well, let me tell you, you can muddle. It works because I do it, and
You do, yeah.
you can make that work. Welcome in, Samwell B. There's another Canadian friend. Theme park lifestyle. What's up, Darren? Good to see you, buddy. And coming in. And who else came in? Somebody else came in. I said hello to Mar. Just want to make sure you don't miss anybody. So as you came up with your name and you got your logo and everything together, you got your platform together. Tell everybody just in general as we get kicking off here. What are they going to find on your channel just as a general overview, and then we'll dig more into it?
Yeah, I started off doing a lot of like ride-through stuff, and then I do go live on Wednesdays normally, but I am here today.
Well, thank you.
But I do go on Wednesday evenings, and I try. Right now, it's been a little tough because I have work all the time, but I try to do Wednesdays and Saturdays live home streams where talk about Disney news, and then on Saturdays it's just Swish Willie Saturdays. So we just talk about anything that the viewers want to talk about.
Nice.
I think that's a great way for everyone to just kind of engage with each other.
I love it.
So you'll see a lot of ride-throughs. I just did my first like dining review ever, so I don't know how good that one was.
What did
It was my
you
first
review?
one.
What did you
I
review?
did Chef Mickey's. I
Nice.
went there by myself for breakfast one morning, and I've gone to Chef Mickey's before, but I went with my niece, so it was a much different experience going solo versus going with family. So yeah, so that was my first go ahead at that. So we'll see how that one did.
And you mentioned going by yourself. Welcome in, Christina G and Marguerite Nagy. Obviously, we know. I know that you're married. But the unique thing is engaged, close to it. I call it married. It's
close to it.
We're very close. I didn't want to say engaged. I just left it at that. But here's the great thing. The one thing that I loved about Disney, because I did a lot of solo trips myself, is you don't generally have to worry about being hit on 19 times. People are generally
it's so true.
Which is a great thing. And I love that when you're down there doing that. Speaking of that, welcome in Happily Ever Yachty. Yachty is here with us as well.
Yachty.
It's a great thing to do single stuff. You don't really feel alone because the cast members, and obviously you were a prior one, they make you feel so much part of everything that's going on. Even when you're eating solo, you don't feel like you're alone.
No, you really don't. And even I find I used to get kind of embarrassed whenever I'd go to a ride. They're like, "Oh, how many?" And they go, "1." And whenever I'd be like, "Oh, they're gonna think I'm so lame," but they're like, "Okay," like don't even think twice about it. So
No,
it's so normal to go to Disney solo.
Well, and I actually enjoyed some of the solo trips. They were a good thing. Monarch Moments, welcome in. Pixie Dust Run is in house with us as well. Pixie's all over. I see Pixie supporting a lot of channels. I love Pixie Dust Run. So solo trips are amazing. There's Pixie right there saying solo trips are amazing. And that wasn't even on my planned list of discussion topics. It just Lindsay happened to transition that way. It made me think about that's one thing I liked about it. I like you didn't have to go there and worry about that junk.
For sure.
So jumping in here with your, we talked about your channel name and that. There had to be channels out there that got you started in this whole YouTube thing. Like you started watching. Now I'm going to preface this again as I do every show. Lindsay's not going to say every channel. So don't go, if you're watching the replay, don't send her messages. Why didn't you say me? This is just a spur of the moment thing. What were some of the channels that inspired you to get out there to want to hit that record button?
Well, I definitely have to say Genevieve was a big one for me. I watched her years before. It's crazy how long ago I watched her, and it's crazy that we're such good friends now. But yeah, so I was that. Of course, everyone's gonna say Tim Tracker because he was kind of the one that started Disney.
Yeah.
all together. But then of course you have like Paging Mr. Morrow. Nate's great. I love
Yep.
his channel. I think there's just so many people that it's hard to name them all. But of course, Nick, Nick at Magical News Live. I think the live part of it was really intrigued me.
Right.
So I think like Jen really made me feel comfortable in that, as well as Nick, and just kind of that whole community was just really great.
And I think the great thing with that is, the great thing is when you're looking at all this, people are different than when some people are different. Their persona on the screen is one way, and they're even nicer when you meet them outside of it. I know when I first started in this community, Preston was a lot younger. He was about 5 or 6, and Preston was always, who is the girl that's talking that high pitched tones, which was because Genevieve has her own flow, as I call it.
Yes.
And but as you get to know somebody like Genevieve, you're just like, wow, this is an amazing person. I think you've had the luxury of having that, which is a pretty cool thing as you've put that together. There's some great channels that have inspired you. So as you've gone in and you've gotten that together, you've pretty unique playlist together here. You have 19 different topics on your playlist. You have 218 posted official, but you got like 300 almost over there because you got liked videos and all that kind of stuff as well.
Right.
I'm going to mention some of the topics, and I'd love you to elaborate a little bit on your playlist for what people find. You got live streams, shorts, Vlogmas, Disney Park live streams, Disney ambient sounds. I want to hear more about that. Disney World ride-alongs, which I love. You can elaborate on that. And new to Disney World start here. Those last 3, I would love for you to elaborate a little bit for that. And thank you to my moderators for dropping her link as we go through. So let's talk about ambient sounds first. Tell me about that. What people find over there with that?
Yeah. So I always found myself trying to find park area music to get me through my work day, just because like if you had a down day, nothing made me feel better than pretending I was in the park for a little bit.
Right.
So I was just like, you know what, why not? There has to be more people than myself. So I just decided to start putting some park music on there, and so people can play it when they're at work, play it while cleaning the house, just play it when they need to be in a happy place when maybe home might not be the happy place at the time.
I love it. I love it. So talk to me about Disney World ride-alongs.
Disney World ride-alongs are just that. It is a ride-along with me. It's me point of view just on all of your favorite Disney attractions. There's only like a small handful that I haven't done yet. So almost every attraction's up there so far.
Nice. I love that. And would that be the one where you do that from home? Where you do the ride and you're talking with people? Because I've come in a couple times to your stream where you'll be doing a ride and I'll be like, oh, she's at Disney. And then I'm like, no, she's not. And I'll be like, she's not at Disney, but yet I'll be like, how the heck is she doing this?
So there are some where I'm like talking a little bit more like in the queue if there's something to kind of explain.
Right.
And then there's other ones where it's literally me dead silent and just enjoy the ride for what it is. And then of course you can play back my live streams where I'm in the park. And I try not to talk over the rides too much when I'm live streaming because people, honestly, they want to enjoy the ride. Some people like when you talk, though. So it's trying to find that balance.
I think you do a good mix.
You can kind of ride along with me live, too.
I think you do a good mix. I've watched you, and I think you've also, over this year and a half that I've known you, close to 2 now, maybe even more, your times have, as you've done this, have really improved. You're polishing your skills. And I should give you your props for that. It's not easy.
I'm trying.
It's not easy to polish your skills when you're in Canada, and I'm not talking about the pavilion. I'm talking in Canada, dropping in, doing some time at the park, and dropping out. It's not easy to do. Let's one more I want to talk about. New to Disney World, start here. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so that playlist started so obviously my channel started when the parks they were just kind of opening up again.
Right.
So the thought was going where everything was so different. So I decided, why not start a whole playlist of things that people need to know if they're going to Disney now and versus before. So it's kind of started like, okay, this is what the pandemic has changed. And then you'll see some about, okay, this is the more recent mask policy change, or little things like that. Like I did make a video before on kind of like my personal favorite restaurants. It wasn't necessarily really reviews because I wasn't at the restaurant, but little things like that. There's a packing vlog in there. So it's kind of, if you're new to Disney World and you just don't know what to do at all, you'll find something in that playlist to kind of take you there. So.
I love it. So 19 topics over in Lindsay's playlist. I've been showing her channel back and forth. I'll continue to do that. This is what it looks like. It's Swish Willie and Disney. It's not hard to find. She's got almost 3,000 subscribers and doing well. And if you like the young lady sitting here in front of you tonight and you like her content, go over and hit that button and join her party over there. Let's talk about your subscriber numbers for a minute here. Katie McAttack in the house. Great to see you. So your growth happened pretty quick. You did very well with the shorts. And when you were out there, you jumped up drastically and took advantage of that opportunity that YouTube provides. Yeah. I always cut people off when they start telling me about, well, that person cheated. They just did shorts. That person did the same thing you did. They hit record and put it on their screen. It's not about that. But props to you, because what you have done, Linz, is you have been able to retain those people that subscribe to you because of that. Yeah. So that's been a great thing. Tell me about that little ride from the shorts adventure to kind of where you are now.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do shorts in the first place. Simply, like you said, I didn't want people to think that I only became successful because of one big short.
Right.
But it also happened because me being in Canada, I had limited topics I could do without having access to the parks frequently. So I'm like, okay, at least I'm putting out content and getting the name out there. So I believe it was the Princess Christmas Cavalcade that just shot. And it was the weirdest thing, because I just remember, like, you see that sluggish little thing in analytics that say how many views you get that week. And then all of a sudden, I just had this massive bar that went like this, and my subscriber rate went significantly higher. And that pushed me over that 1,000 mark. That was the craziest thing I had ever seen.
Right.
But then it was also crazy that they didn't drop the way that a lot of people's channels were dropping after, because a lot of the things are they organic, right? You had that, is it an organic subscriber? Are they going to stick? And luckily quite a few of them, I think most of them have.
Absolutely. Welcome in Adventures of Gonzo. Good to see you, Gonzo. I agree. One of the things, obviously, Love and Diz World did very well with his shorts and everything as well. And I know you guys have chatted, and we talked about the fact of the organic part comes on your retaining them through the quality of your content that you have on your channel. And that's an excellent thing to do. And there's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to I'm putting some shorts up now, and it doesn't matter.
I do it every now and again just to say, because they're fun to watch, it's mindless. It's mindless to watch. You don't have to dedicate a lot of time. It's just there.
It's absolutely, and everybody should. I talk about this all the time. You mentioned about possibly doing some shorts and also sports, two different things, shorts or sports on your channel. I always tell everybody this: do your channel the way you want and put it all out there on the table, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you get them to the table. It's just that you get them there with a chance to serve them some lunch. And your lunch is whatever content you're going to do. So that's a good thing. I love the fact that you found the growth in that. Let's take a step off the channel for a second. I always like trying to do different things in these interviews than others, trying to so that people can get a chance to know you, and hopefully will find the same thing that I found in you, which is that magical pixie dust, and hit that subscribe button. You just booked a cruise recently.
I did.
Talk a little bit about the upcoming cruise that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so I've never been on a cruise at all in my life. And then I was just happening to look around. I'm like, you know what? This is actually pretty affordable right now. So in January, I'm going on my very first Disney cruise. It's a 4-night cruise. So it's going to happen after I run. So it'll be fun.
Nice. Well, that's a great transition to that. But before I transition, are you going to be doing some vlogs and everything on your cruise and everything?
That's the plan.
Absolutely.
We're
Awesome.
definitely going to be doing some stuff because I'm going to be so overwhelmed too that I don't necessarily know if I'm going to have like planned vlogs because I'll be so overwhelmed with the cruise ship itself. But whenever I can, I definitely am intending
Well,
to
hey,
do
as
that.
long as
It'll
you're
probably be like a first reaction to walking on the ship and stuff like that. But
Jojo, when I talked to him, I saw him when we were down in Disney, and we talked about the cruises for a minute. And one of the things he said was it was great to just have fun and record, and then when I got home, put it all out. So maybe that's a good suggestion from somebody who was very
yeah, just
successful.
record and see what you get out of
See
it.
what you
Yeah.
get out of it. So let's transition to that running thing we just mentioned. You back in, I believe it was 2018, you did the Dopey, correct?
I did.
That's a lot of running.
It's a lot. It's a lot. My first Run Disney race was the Tower of Terror 10 miler in 2014. And then I did the 10K and the half in 2015. And then I decided, 2016. Then my sister and I had this wild idea. I had never ran a marathon in my life, but I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to do a marathon, I'm going to do it all. So I did the Dopey challenge, and my sister, bless her heart, she was like, oh, I'm just going to do the 10K and I'll be fine. And she ended up signing up for the Dopey. She had a back injury and everything, and she did it all. So don't be afraid of the Dopey challenge. It is so much fun.
I give much props and respect to everyone who does the Run Disney. It takes a lot of fortitude. It takes a lot of focus. While it's a lot of fun, it takes a little bit. So, hey, Lindsay, I'm watching you, girl, while I'm waiting for the fireworks.
Hey, Jen.
We love Genevieve. We were just talking about you just a few minutes, Jen. We love her. So I gotta get Jen back on the channel at some point on a Friday night. That's the deal, Jen. You didn't get to hook up with me while we were down in the parks. I want you to stop in on a Friday night live that I do and just say hello one night. That's my deal with Jen. So she doesn't know it yet. She's going to find it out when she's
it's a good deal.
sitting there at the fireworks. I just want to hang out with Jen for a little bit. So running, are you running in January coming up?
I am. I'm going to be doing the Goofy challenge, so I'm doing the half and the full.
Nice.
I didn't want to overcommit myself because I hadn't like trained, and even still, I'm not doing that great in the training. But you know, and I had fractured my foot in the summer, and so I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do any of this, and I just signed up anyway. And luckily, I got new shoes. My foot where it was fractured doesn't even touch the ground, so we are solid.
Nice. Well, I think that's awesome. And now, are you going to do any recording with that, or are you going to?
I think I'm probably, my intention is that I'll probably go live from the expo, and I'll probably like vlog little parts here and there of the race.
Okay.
I was really contemplating live streaming the whole thing, but I don't think I'd be able to concentrate on my connection and like hold a gimbal and run all at the same time. So until I'm more like stable on my own feet and like my training goes better, I think I'll hold off on that.
So here's the key, guys. If you want to catch up with the vlog and catch up with Swish Willie in Disney, you need to hit that subscribe so you can keep up with her. Welcome in, Disney Worlders. Dan, great to see you as well. Staying off topic for a sec before I jump back into your channel, let's talk about for a second other parks that you've attended or where you've attended. I know you've been in Florida. Is there other parks that you have attended? And then from that, what parks do you want to attend? What's on the bucket list for Swish?
Well, I've been to Disneyland. But I haven't been there since 2004, so I hardly count it because it's been so long.
Okay.
But my biggest thing is I really, really, really want to go to Shanghai because their Pirates looks insane.
Yes.
Like, that Pirates looks so good, and Pirates is one of my favorites. Pirates and Haunted Mansion, my favorites. So I really do want to go there. Eventually, I do want to go to all of them just to say I've done it all.
Right.
But I don't know. I think the Shanghai is just up there for me, just for Pirates alone, if nothing else. So, and I think it's cool that they kept it in like their native language for the most part, which
absolutely,
I think it's really cool.
Well, I've never been to obviously Tokyo or to Shanghai or any of those myself. Prince Charming Dev, who's a good friend, has been there, and I remember when he came back, one of the things he said to me is, Pete, when you go there and do Pirates and come back and do our Pirates, it's almost boring. It's that much better than
Yeah,
ours.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've
that sounds
heard.
like a good thing to have on your focus point. All right, let's jump back over to the channel for a second and talk
Sure.
about where do you see your channel going? Where is your long-term plan for Swish Willie and Disney? You talked a little bit about sports and everything. Do you want to elaborate more? Do you want separate channels? What's your initial thought right now?
Yeah, and it's crazy to think about where I see myself now because I never saw myself here. So it's very hard to think of that. I don't necessarily think I'd have two different channels. I think it would be kind of like just people would know off of the title of the video, kind of like Swish Willie Sports versus Swish Willie Disney. So
Okay.
I think I'd keep it in the same place just for less confusion, or at least so people get to know me for everything that I love. So I think that's like a cool thing there. So I think I'll eventually go into the sports realm. I don't necessarily know if I want it to go behind the scenes with me in the sports realm, or if I want it to go like follow me to a game and then follow me at my Super Bowl party or things like that. So we'll see how it goes. Or I mean, because we know nobody should ever live stream a Super Bowl party because languages happen.
I love it. I love it.
But,
I love
you
it.
know.
Welcome. Let me say a quick welcome into the Hitchhiking Bones, a great channel here on our community. Your pal Figment OLS Mod. That's a cool name. I like that. It's the first time I've seen that channel name in, but I like it. I think it's cool. Ali May, welcome in. KK, welcome in. So many friends here hanging out with us tonight. We're talking to the amazing Lindsay of Swish Willie and Disney. Parks, rides, and magical times you'll find, and maybe some point sports. And obviously, when you get to that point, I'll be glad to help you any way that I can on my end from this front on there. Things that you collect, Lindsay. Everybody collects something from Disney. What are you into?
I used to collect pins. I don't do it so much anymore, mainly because I'm not there as frequently as I once was, and I was very particular on what I collected. I would collect Muppets and bed knobs and broomsticks. Those were the ones that I was very random, and they're so hard to find that's what made it more fun.
Love it.
I do have like a whole set of just Walt ones
as
well. The Spectral Magic pins, when those came out, I have a hefty amount of them. I don't have all of them. But the Spectral Magic Parade is like the most memorable thing I have of the parks as a kid. So having a little piece of the parade in my hand was like, I cried when my parents came back with the Mickey one with a piece of his cape in it. I cried.
I love it. I love it.
Nerd, but
that's fantastic. Well, that's cool stuff, and it shows. I like talking about that because it always shows people the creator's personality outside of just the stream. Welcome into Disney M UK. Welcome in, M. Great to see you from across the pond tonight. And Tropical Nerds Dylan, another one of our executive producers in house. I told you. All of my executive producers have showed up tonight, including Preston, when Lindsay's in the house. It's a good thing. Also, quick reminder to everybody for programming purposes, I will be going live again tonight at 8:30. We will be doing another episode of Chillin with Pete. We will be interviewing the single rider I'm making up for some of the streams that I missed while we were away. And then 10:30 tonight, hockey. Lindsay doing hockey. I did Toronto last night. Tonight I'm doing the Capitals.
I know, I saw.
How did I do with that? Did I do okay? Did I do okay with that?
Great.
Okay.
You did great.
That was my first one ever. I wasn't sure how I was going.
I know. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen him do a hockey game.
It was my first one.
That was great. I love that.
Awesome.
And for me, it's funny because like I should be a Leafs fan in terms of like my work. But I'm down home a Montreal Canadiens fan. My dad's from Montreal. My grandfather used to play for the Canadiens, so it's like there.
We'll be doing some of those this year. Arlene's here, Adventures of VP. Hey, Arlene, ninja watching while I work. Don't get in trouble, Arlene. We were glad you're here. So, but yeah, I enjoyed doing hockey. I thank you for coming in last night and supporting it. I didn't know what kind of mess I was going to make. I thought I did okay, and we're going to try it again tonight. Paul Engel talked me into doing the Capitals tonight at 10:30 at night. It's going to be 1 in the morning before I get to bed. I don't know what I was thinking, but we'll do it anyway.
I know. Hockey doesn't make anyone think clearly.
Absolutely. Merchandise. You have merchandise. Talk to us a little bit about your merchandise and where everybody can find it and everything.
Yeah, so my merchandise is hosted over on Teespring. So every one of my videos in the description box has the link to get you over there. So there's a whole bunch of different things. I have here. I can show some stuff.
Yeah,
I have this water bottle which has all the park icons and just a Swish Willie on it. So
nice.
it's just pretty standard. I have phone cases because how vain of me.
I love that. I love it. Hey, hold on. Bring that back up. Bring that back up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to bring this up here, and this is nothing against me or our good friend Lovin' Disworld. So before Craig knew you, okay,
yeah,
and I had just met you, and I knew you, and we knew each other. Craig called me up one day, and he said, I swear, this is a true story. He goes, "Man, that girl in Canada, she's killing it with the shorts." And I said, "Okay, who's that?" He goes, the blonde-haired girl with the black-haired logo. And I was like, but no, I love your logo. That's always been your logo, and I love it. So
yeah, because when I started the channel and everything got designed, I had my natural hair color.
You did, and that's when I first met you. So
yeah,
and you got a great shirt. That shirt you're wearing, I love.
Yeah, this is again. It's just the park logo on it. The park icons with Swish Willie there. I have new holiday stuff that I actually just put out. So it's my icon in a Christmas sweater with red with green mitts.
Nice.
So it's pretty cute.
I love it.
So I have a holiday stuff that just came out. I have the Swish Willie with a Haunted Mansion one. So I do have. This is like a face mask, but I have stuff with me in a doom buggy.
Love it.
Yeah,
love
so I
it.
have that. And then there's the Snacks and Magic one, which is me holding a popcorn and a Mickey pretzel.
I love it. And Jesse, my great moderator Jesse, just dropped your link for the merch into the chat as well.
Oh, perfect.
So
Thank
people
you.
can find it for you here. So, all right. So I got a couple questions I want to save until the very end. If you're okay, I'd like to give you a second to get a drink, do whatever. I'm going to run through and do a couple community things real quick. I don't have as much community this week because of being out, but I do have some stuff. And then I'll come back and we'll do the last couple questions together, if that's okay. I would love
Sounds
that.
good
That's
to me.
awesome. Jason Udo, welcome in. Appreciate you being here tonight, buddy. All right, let's jump down here, and we will first go to Magical Memories. Magical Memories, people in the parks. I didn't have a ton of pictures because I'm trying to save mine, but I did pull some that I thought were really good. Magical Memories brought to you by Magically Mad Adventures, a great channel here on YouTube. You can check her out right there. She also does travel agent work as well, and one of my moderators will drop her link in just a minute. So let's look at these pictures for this week. There's Jeff enjoying beignets. Jeff will eat just about anything. We found that out while we were down on our trip. That's a great picture of Diz Our Dream. This is a great one. Florida Park Explorers with Mike Wheeler, Joy S, and T. Marie's Place. Look at the smiles on everybody down there as they're hanging out. Here's a great one here that I thought, this is Clay and Trippin' with the Turners. Also with One Little Spark JL, they did a fundraiser for Magic Streamdom down there, and they did a great job focusing on that and raising some money, and congratulations to them. They were very happy down there. This is good friend Prince Charming Dev. He was recently on a cruise and does an excellent job down there on his channel. We all know him. And there's him and the Captain Mickey on the boat. Casey's Course says, I was distracted watching Swish Willie playlist. I subscribed and have got more great content to watch. Thank you, Casey, for supporting Swish. We appreciate you there. This is our good friend, Cinder Alley, down there in front of the castle. That was out in Disneyland. She made a trip right before I went to Florida, so loved Allie. Sent us that one. There is Kyle. He's down there at the park with his button for 100,000 subscribers on his channel. He's over there at the studios sharing his button, which I thought was very cool. Congratulations, Kyle. Gonzo and Mama Gonzo. She's the boss. He's the employee. Together they're with Pooh. And that's a great picture of those guys together. You don't get to see Gonzo with his wife together much. This was an awesome picture he sent me, and love seeing those guys again. Love the smiles we see on our friends' faces. Speaking of Gonzo, there he is with Flipper and Diz Our Dream down in the park. Two of them know where they're at. One guy is lost. You pick. That's kind of the way I look with that picture. So, but a great picture. Yeah, the smiles, man. It just must be true. That crazy Disney lady and Isaac Nail together. Thought this was a great one, seeing them together down there, and appreciate that. Did our mic go out on one of them? I don't think so. I'll keep it out. I'll keep an eye on it, but we'll check that out. And then you got this one here, which is Cody, Strive to Do Better, hanging out down at the Millennium Falcon. We love that, and it's awesome. Awesome. Great picture, Cody. So love that segment we do every week. Magical mail. We didn't have any chance to get mail this week. We've got to get over to the facility to get mail, but we want to recognize the incredible people that support our mail each week.
Well, hello, fellow Disney freaks. This is Disney Connections, and I'm Rob.
And I'm Melanie.
And we are here to invite you to come by our channel over at Disney Connections on YouTube,
where we do unboxings, box swaps, lives from the park, and sometimes we have guest speakers.
We also want to invite you to come over to www.mainstreettreat.com to pick up your favorite Disney treats.
Right from the park, shipped to you. Hope to see you soon.
So congratulations each week, and I tried to get with Casey today to talk to him about filming or doing one of the audios for one of his segments. Casey, we got to talk about that after the show or some point. But this segment brought to you by Casey's Corner each week. Casey is our executive producer on our channel, and he is fully in charge of all of my Disney 4K content that comes into my channel. We are blessed to have him as our executive producer. He's absolutely fantastic, and he wants to recognize success, and we do that each week. We only had a couple this week. Again, a slow week. We had Space Mountain Dave, 100 subscribers. Congratulations to Dave. Unbelievable that Dave finally got up to 100, and we're very happy for him and very proud of his efforts. The other recognition we had this week was 8,000 subscribers, and that is Chasing Dreams with Mike. Mike and the Queen going over 8K. We're very, very proud of you. All right, let's talk about the race to 100K, everybody. We talk about this every week. This segment is brought to you where we recognize those creators. Lindsay's going to be in there shortly. She's not far from 3K. Can't wait till I'm putting her logo in. Got to figure out a way to do it because it's so wide. I got to figure out a way to bend it up or do something to make it fit. But we'll figure it out. But to be in the race to 100K, minimum 3,000 subscribers, that we're recognizing people on their path to hitting the 100K. This segment is brought to you by Disney Dynamics.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
All right, the race. Here we go. Top three for this week in the race as we roll it out. Big Fat Panda 98.8, Super Enthused Jackie 84.8, and Best Life and Beyond at 83.4. Race then goes to Daps Magic all the way down to Always Believe 73.8 down to 41.2. Excellent channels in there. Theme Park, Michael K, The Couple, Disney Dave, Genevieve, she's in there. Corey Meets World. Incredible channels, 78 down to 41 on their path to that race to 100K. Next leg of the race starts with That Crazy Disney Lady, heads all the way down to Leg Life, 24.5 down to 17.6. Tanya's in there leading it off here at the ears. Magical News Live, Steve and Kai. Vacation Expiration. Heather has fireworks over her logo because she jumped over somebody today. She's in there. WW Radio, Disney Pin Blogs, Diz Cupcake, Leg Life, finishing out that segment of the race. Next in the list is LBV TV Disney with fireworks behind them all the way down to Mouse Talk, 17 down to 10. Still in double digits, solid, strong numbers. Passport, The Leffersons, Adventures in Design, AID. Theme Park, Ohana, The Dads, Diz Life of Ours, Dave K. All great channels in there working their way toward 100K. Lower end of the race, single digits primarily for these people, but they're on the right path. 10-3 down to 7-10. You got The Moments, Love It Diz World, Vincent Vision, Paul out of California with fireworks. He jumped. Drew in the Moment, Chasing Dreams with Mike, Magical Meg and Mickey's Magic. Mickey's Magic Meg has fireworks, and Brian and Amanda at 7-1. The newer entries to the race, they're working their way to that double-digit number. Living in Diz, Ear to Ear Magic, Diz Our Dream, Disney Daily, Trippin' with the Turners, Adults in Disney, The Magic in the Music, Dad Got Parks, and Kale in the Kingdom. A lot of great channels for you to find here if you don't know about them. And of course, congratulations to Disney Daily and Trippin' with the Turners. They jumped over some people and got some fireworks. Welcome in Nathan Rada, Sean Urban, and Anthony. Great to see you here. Back end of the race here, Attractions Live. Nice big fireworks there out of California. She took a nice jump, 5-8. Goes all the way down to 3-9. Wonders of Magic, Chloe and Dan, One Man's Dream, Dole Whip Dad, Rob Fuzz, Myers and the Mouse, Donna Jaworski, and Mouse Vibes out of California. Again, some great channels here. If you don't know about them, maybe you can check them out now, and you'll find them out. Finally, the newest entries to the race. You see I got 3 spaces open, so I'm looking for 3 more people to go over that 3,000 mark so that we can bring them into the race. One Little Spark JL took a nice leap. They got fireworks there from the parks. That's actually a firework picture from Magic Kingdom over top of them. It's tough to see with the plat there. Steve's World, Princess and the Bear, Mickey's Girls, Midlife Fives, Brandy and Dave finish out the race. Congratulations to everybody. We'll recognize them every week until they hit that 100K mark. Just to highlight real quick here, this coming Sunday, it's the return of That Crazy Disney Lady, scheduled to be. We're waiting on her work schedule just to verify, but we're planning on it this Sunday night. Off the wall! It's going to be crazy with That Crazy Disney Lady. Just a reminder, at 8:30 tonight, I got another edition of Chillin' with Pete. It's the Single Rider. He'll be here. Come back and join us at 8:30 tonight. Next Wednesday brings in Wish Upon a Run. Lindsay, I know you love running in those races. This channel is great. I don't know if you know about them or not. Wish Upon a Run is all about Disney racing. It's fantastic. It's a great couple, and that's going to be a fun interview next Wednesday night. Just a reminder, the Marvel presentation show will be December the 18th. It's coming up. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a blast. Again, it's brought to you because of Corner Sports, the Lone and Soul sponsor, Tommy and Claudia, and of course, Dad Builds making the button. These channels work to put it together, and we're very proud to be partnering with all of these channels to make the Marvel event for this coming December as big as it can be. Christmas, the Disney YouTube holiday celebration, will also be December 18th. I'm partnering with Loving Diz World. Everybody should have their videos in. If you're watching my channel and you don't have your videos in, you better get them in because we're running out of time, and we're going to be calling those who have lines in it, official lines, and just following up with them. But other than that, if you haven't sent them, your SOL, get them in. I can't wait for that. That will be December 18th as well. These are people that I watch on a daily basis during the week. And the reason they're in here is when I was at one of the toughest parts in my life, struggling and fighting to live, these people were supporting me or my channel or my family, reaching out directly and doing so much. And I just say thank you to these people by saying, hey, these people go on these days. Here's some of your daily people. They go different times. You need to check them out. They're all incredible. I'm not going to go through the full members. We're making a little bit of a change, but I do want to recognize Zoel's World and Being a Jana Claire. If you could drop the links in for them for supporting membership, they will have she will have a video commercial coming very soon on our channel. We're looking forward to everybody being able to see how special this lady is with her commercial coming up. And if you're interested in doing a commercial on our channel, We would love to talk to you about it. Reach out to me privately on social media. Channels are growing. Everybody that's done it so far, knock on wood, has come back to me very happy that they did it. And I can tell you that also so many people are excited with their visibility they're getting. Carla with a K, welcome in. Welcome in. So we appreciate you being here. So thank you for dropping that link. I appreciate it. All right, I think I hit all of my community segment I needed to hit that I wanted to knock out here today. Going to jump back in again. I am sitting talking to the amazing Lindsay of Swish Willie and Disney, Parks, Rides, and Magical Time. She is passionate about Disney. She's passionate about sports. She's passionate about Disney running, soon to be passionate about cruises, because I guarantee as soon as you do it, you're going to be excited about that. So let's talk about, real quick, I'm going to jump back over here. I need to just hit the code. Preston's got everything locked up still from when we were away. I always like this question, and Casey Bryant always asks, and it's one of the ones he enjoys, and it's in reference to Walt quotes. Do you have a favorite quote that you like from Walt, and why, if you do?
Yeah, the one that always stood out is the adults are only kids grown up.
Oh,
Just,
that's a good one.
I think that, yeah, I think it's very true. We all are just kids grown up, so there's no reason why you can't hang on to a little bit of it.
I fully agree with that. That couldn't be. That's a great quote. I haven't had that one on my show yet, so that's part of the reason I love it when that question comes in. Welcome in, Samantha Lowe. Great to see you here as well.
Sam.
Let me ask you this: is for your house in Canada, I've been waiting to do that all night. Halloween, Christmas. Are you one side? Are you other? Are you in the middle with Hallowismas? What is Lindsay's house like?
It's a Christmas house for sure.
Christmas for sure. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so given the choice, free entry to go to the Halloween party, or going shopping at the World of Disney in the Christmas store, which one's it going to be?
Oh, is it unlimited at the Christmas store?
Yes.
Then I would be at the Christmas store.
Okay, there you go.
You should ask my fiance. He gets so mad if we were at Disney Springs. He's like, "We're not going in there today."
We're not going in. That's off limits. That's great.
We're
I
not
love
going
it.
there today.
So as we finish up here, before we finalize everything out, let me ask you this. If you had the chance to walk with Walt and Roy, just Lindsay, nobody else in the park, your conversation's yours, what does that conversation entail?
I would, if I had nobody else in the park, I would have Walt and Roy walk around the park with me and tell me everything that they think is not within their own vision.
Oh, that's a great one. I like that.
I'm so curious, like, is this what Walt wanted it to be?
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That's great.
that's what I would want to see. What would he change if he could make Disney World be like Walt Disney World again?
I love it. That's awesome. Well, let me throw it over to you for a final thought of the night from your side of the park.
Yeah, well, my side of the North America, I guess.
Yeah, your side of Canada, eh?
Yeah. Well, first, I'm going to thank everyone for coming in tonight because this is so fun. Thanks, Pete, for having me on. But yeah, I hope that you guys got a little bit of a taste of who I am a little bit. Obviously, I'm a bit nervous, but I talk a lot with my hands, if you haven't noticed. French Canadian. But yeah, so definitely check out my Facebook group. It's the Swish Willie and Disney Wild Willie community. So you can definitely tune in and become Wild Willie along with the rest of us.
Love it.
And you can find me on Instagram. Twitter, I'm on every now and again. Instagram, I'm trying to get more into. But yeah, definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button because there's more action coming your way.
I love it. I
And
love
yeah,
it.
so
That's her channel right there. If you're jumping around looking for it and doing a search, my moderators have been dropping links in all night for all of Lindsay's
thank
social
you.
media and also her merch. If you're interested on that, Pixie Dust Run says amazing channel. She's talking about you, just so you know.
Thanks,
I love that as well. So, well, I thank you for being here tonight. I think you bring a joy and magic of Disney. I love the fact that that I can sit and say from my chair that I have friends from all over the world. And I'm proud that you're one of my friends and a Canadian friend who can teach me some French if I needed it. And Yes, and can jump in on my hockey streams and actually tell me, "Hey, good, you're doing that wrong. Fix this," which is good. That's a great thing as well.
That was
So,
offside, Pete. Pete, that was offside.
yeah, I yelled quarter last night. I'm saying all kind of wrong things, but it is what it is. So you can help me tonight and help all your creators like Lindsay who are working hard to grow their channel organically and properly to do the favor. Go over to their channel, watch their content, subscribe because of their channel. We want you to watch your favorite creator. It doesn't do any good to subscribe and leave. It means nothing in the big picture. It's just an irrelevant number. So if you like your favorite creator, share them out, like the videos, leave a comment, and by all means, hit that dumb subscribe button. It makes your creator happier in the morning when they see that. Yadi says, so excited to check out your content, new subscriber, and love your vibe. So adorable.
Thanks,
Yadi's got a lot of energy, so be prepared.
She does. I love her channel.
And she comes with a naked husband running around behind her. So you got to be careful of that as well. You never know where he's gonna. He's a Ravens fan now.
What can you do?
You got to love the guy. I love him. So help Lindsay out and do that. Absolutely. We remind you, we will be back at 8:30 tonight with another version of Chillin' with Pete. I hope you'll come back and join me here. Resort TV 1's live right now with a fundraiser. Stop over there, and if you can leave $1 or $2, whatever's in your budget, it's going to give kids the world. We love Resort TV 1. One of my favorites out there. They're personal friends of mine. They just happen to be going on a night that I'm live. If you could support them, that would be great. Isaac Nails in house and Captain Ryan. Again, I'll be back at 8:30, just a little bit. Lindsay, I got to figure a way to get out of here. How do we get out of here?
Timon, take us away.
Hello there, this is Timon. We hope you enjoyed the show. It was great having you with us. You were a lovely group, the best audience ever. Now please, get out!
Thanks, Musketeers, for joining the party. We'll be looking for you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, all.